Victory sure is sweet, but it's even sweeter when you get a berth to the Sweet 16.
It was definitely a more relaxed practice today, but the Gators still came out with their game faces on.
Mike White's second season as the head coach of the Florida Gators, he brings them to the Elite Eight before falling short to the South Carolina Gamecocks 77-70 here at Madison Square Garden. Well, ladies, the Gators certainly handled the first two rounds of the tournament with ease. To say the team is excited would be an understatement, but when we come back, I'll tell you why the celebration needs to be short-lived. Will it be the Florida Gators or the Wisconsin Badgers? Only time will tell, but they will do so in the biggest venue in sports. Well, ladies, we saw something between Florida and Miami that we haven't seen in half a decade. This is going to be a big matchup on Saturday, so what do the Gators have to do to come out on top? A win won't come easy against this defensive-minded Virginia Cavaliers team, but the Florida Gators are more than ready for the obstacles facing them ahead. Welcome back, sports fans. I'm Will Benner. Coming off their first loss of the season, the second-ranked Gator baseball team bounced back with a series sweep over the 17th-ranked Miami Hurricanes this past weekend. This was the first time the Gators have swept the Canes since 2012. In yesterday's 6-2 win, Gators second baseman Dalton Guthrie put on a show, going 3 for 4 with a walk and 2 RBIs. But the real story from this weekend was the pitching. The arms were on display as the Gators only allowed 2 runs on 12 hits over 3-game series. Sophomore right-handed pitcher Jackson Kowar went 5 2/3 innings, striking out 7 and only allowing 1 run in yesterday's win over the Canes. Kowar says the competition between pitchers pushes them to be better each week.
I think we all want to be the best on the team. We're not going to hide that we all want to be the best pitcher on the rotation. But at the same time, it's awesome to root for those guys and learn from them and be able to, feed off them. I think that's huge for me to be able to, have someone on my own team to compete with and also, learn from, which really pushes us all to be better.
The Gators open up a 2-game series against the UCF Knights at home tomorrow night at 6:30. The Gator men's basketball team won 9 straight games heading into Saturday's game against Kentucky. The Gators blew them out earlier this season at home, but the Wildcats will get their revenge. The Gators got out to an early double-digit lead in the first half, but Kentucky would climb back to tie the game at halftime. Wildcats leading scorer Malik Monk had an abysmal first half, finishing with 3 points and committing 5 turnovers, but his poor play would end there. Malik Monk finished the game with 33 points while going 8 for 13 in the second half to lead the Wildcats to a 76-66 victory. The Gators move up to 12th in the AP poll, but surrendered their first place spot in the SEC to Kentucky. However, it was a brighter weekend on the women's end as the Gators defeated the Georgia Bulldogs on Senior Day 65-58. Ronnie Williams poured in a game-high 32 points in her last home game as a Gator, and she became the first Gator in regular season history to win the SEC scoring crown. Williams averaged 20.1 points per game in conference play this season. Amanda Butler hopes the Gators can continue their winning ways with the SEC tournament just days away.
And now it's, time to shift the focus to Arkansas, who is, very capable. Played several teams right down to the wire, us included. And we know that it'll be a great matchup at the best tournament in college basketball.
The Gators travel to Greenville, South Carolina for the SEC tournament with their first game on Wednesday against Arkansas. And the third-ranked Florida gymnastics team extended their winning streak to 3 meets with a 197.90 to 196.75 win over the Missouri Tigers. Freshman Amelia Hundley won her first all-around event of the season, but the real star of the night was Alex McMurtry. McMurtry capped off her second perfect 10 of the season, with this one coming during her floor routine. The Gators have little time to celebrate, with their biggest meet of the season coming this Sunday against the second-ranked LSU Tigers. And from swinging on bars to swinging rackets, the 10th-ranked Florida Gators tennis team hosted the second-ranked Ohio State Buckeyes yesterday afternoon. The Gators came out hot after earning a 1-0 match lead over Ohio State, with Alberto Perez and Johannes Ingelsson winning the doubles point for the Gators. However, it was a different story in singles. Ohio State would go on to sweep the singles, earning a 4-1 victory over the Gators. High school basketball season is finally here as the Gainesville High School Hurricanes get their season underway. A program that has won not 1, not 2, not even 3 or 4, but 5 state championships in school history. Part of the program's success can be attributed to the current Gainesville High School head coach, Kelly Beckham. In his 7 years at GHS, he has led the team to the Final Four in 3 of those years, winning the state championship in 2009. Last season, the Hurricanes finished the season at 25-5, but came up short one game before the Final Four as they lost to Pensacola High School in the regional finals.
You know, because they worked extremely hard and they played extremely hard in that particular game. And, you know, it was unfortunate that the shots didn't fall that particular night, but I couldn't fault their effort. I couldn't fault their preparation. And, you know, we did everything we could. And so my message to them was, you know, how proud I was of them. And they had nothing to, you know, hang their heads about.
Words like those are what separate the good coaches from the great coaches. But coaching isn't just about practice and games. A good coach has to care for his players, and according to assistant coach John Hellrung, that's exactly what Coach Beckham does best.
Coach Beckham is kind of the type of a coach that he's in it for the right reasons. He's won over 700 games in his career, but of all the coaches I've coached with, he's probably the most concerned about his players on a daily basis outside of basketball.
Not only do the coaches appreciate what Beckham has done for the program, but the players have a great relationship with him as well.
Well, I've been on varsity since I was a freshman. The relationship has kind of been like the best coach I've ever had since I got here.
With all of the pressure a head coach has to face during the regular season, Coach Beckham finds joy in it all, and he credits that to Gainesville High School.
Gainesville High is a great place to work, first of all, and then secondly, a tremendous place to coach basketball. The kids here really love basketball and they want to be successful. They enjoy coming in the gym and working extremely hard, and you know, as a head coach, you can't ask for anything else than that.
The GHS basketball team is currently undefeated on the season at 4-0, with their next matchup coming against Columbia County tomorrow night, which will be another district match for the Hurricanes so far this season. With a long season ahead of them, the Hurricanes are ready to see where Coach Beckham takes them this year. Will Benner, ESPN Gainesville.